So nice to talk about something so wonderful, bringing people together this morning. First, tell me, Hilary, where the idea came from.
Actually, it was on a field trip with Carol and I. We were just talking about this. We were in Senegal, and the idea that food unites us in so many ways. It's how we heal, how we bring families together, communities together, and who knows more about that than these incredibly talented chefs. So the idea was to get a large group of them together with recipes, multi-ethnic, multicultural, and all the benefits from the book would go to UNICEF. So from that book, we wanted to go a little deeper and talk about these wonderful lives of these chefs and what motivates them and inspires them to also help others while also providing plenty of wonderful recipes.
Right.
And the show is actually focused on all the ways in which they get involved with wonderful organizations,
And
giving back. Yeah.
One of the things I read, Carol, is that 100% of the proceeds will go. It's rare in things. You know, oftentimes there's a lot of money taken for administrative costs. This is a big deal to get 100%.
This is a really big deal, and it's thanks to, you know, a really amazing friend. You know, as Hilary said, we were sitting in a van in the middle of nowhere, Senegal,
Literally,
when the idea came up, but it's really a phenomenal thing because, you know, almost 1 in 4 children around the world is malnourished. And at the same time, we all use food as a means to express love, to bring us together. And so the marriage of this cookbook with UNICEF is phenomenal.
It was a wonderful fit, yeah.
And if people need a reminder that this hits us here at home, I mean, I did a big series last year on, you know, Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's like an hour and a half from here, where you've got a fifth of the children in America are living on food stamps. In Bridgeport, it's 40% of the children. This is an issue that hits home.
It does hit home. And one of the other things that we do, which is Donatella Arpaia, which was one of our chefs you just saw there, she does a lovely work with City Harvest, which they essentially rescue food.
Yes, the restaurants are all throwing away.
It's unbelievable, and over 1 million New Yorkers are fed every year through the leftover food. And Ming Tsai, a lovely chef also who's featured in the special, works with Family Reach. They help families get through the debilitating cost of cancer treatments for children. They help pay the bills while the family's going through it. So the fact that these chefs can galvanize support for these organizations was another reason why we wanted to do it.
It's a good thing to sit down. If you haven't let your children watch the election,
right?
It's a good thing to sit down and watch with your kids airing tomorrow night. Just if you could both speak to that, first to you, Carol, just in a time where America is divided, no matter which side of the political spectrum you're on, this is something that brings them together.
It definitely is. First of all, the diversity of the chefs on the show, the diversity of the chefs in the book.
Yeah.
And I think all of the various perspectives, and the thing that unites them all is that all of them care deeply about something other than their profession, and that they're all choosing to use their podium to help the world.
What struck you most, Hilary, about these people?
What struck me is their commitment and their passion to doing something beyond themselves. In other words, they're not self-serving at all. What they're doing, they have this enormous capacity to give and to share, as their work shows you. They're doing something that is a way to show love and connection. And as human beings, I think we are wired, we need that, especially now, to find a way to bridge divides and to connect and find common ground. Carve out some time, pardon the pun, to have a lovely Thanksgiving, for example. You don't need a moderator or a debate to enjoy that, just an appetite.
Who's cooking in your house for Thanksgiving?
Bryant Gumbel is cooking at my house.
And I'm going to my niece. I got
I'm
a fancy this year.
I'm going home to you, Minnesota. I'm going to make a turkey. I'm going to try to make a good turkey. Guys, we're looking forward to seeing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Poppy.
Coming again, it's tomorrow night. It airs. So gather around with your kids and watch.